Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Monday, which means another mind-blowing Monday with some fun facts to get you started off this week. I hope your weekend was filled with time spent outside in between all of the rain. You got to spend time with your family and spend some time honoring all of those dads you know. I am bringing this one to you live from my living room because it is raining outside yet again this morning, and as much as I would enjoy a walk out in the rain, I don't know that my technology would hold up, so I'm sitting in my very old chair that came from my grandma's house. I think she's had it for as long as I can remember, so it's at least 25 years old. It's very nice. All of the pets love it. They love to sit next to it when they're stressed or look at it when they're not stressed and just hang out. But my weekend included some time driving and spending that going to see friends and family. And for me, driving means that in between jamming to my favorite songs, I do a lot of thinking and a lot of reflecting. And this weekend's reflections was spent on Juneteenth, which until very recently was a holiday I didn't know really anything about. And I never learned about it in school. I didn't know it existed and that there were actually celebrations held, and I thought that was wrong. So I decided to research that, read up on it, to educate myself, and share those fun facts with you today. So here we go. Fact number 1. Juneteenth celebrates the day in 1865 when Union soldiers reached Galveston, Texas, and informed the slaves in that region that they were free. This announcement, this proclamation, came 2.5 years after President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. It took 2 years and a war for the news of freedom to reach the slaves in Texas. That is a long time. That's like, and there were accounts that said, the news was supposed to get there sooner, but the messenger got off track or was killed, or that the information was actually withheld from slaves until the end of the war. And that was, again, just part of the Confederate States, tactics to keep slaves on their land and working for their plantation owners. Fact number 2. The first official Juneteenth celebration took place the very next year, in 1866. The original observances of this date were held with prayers, spiritual songs, and African Americans wore new clothes to mark their newfound freedom and the day of celebration. And within a few years, it was being celebrated annually in other states as well. Now, fact number 3, Juneteenth was recognized as a state holiday in Texas in 1980. And today, 47 states recognize it as an official state holiday, including 47 states and Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia. It is the oldest celebration of the end of slavery. Other countries around the world also recognize Juneteenth and celebrate the culture and achievements of African Americans, which I think is really cool. It goes to show that this didn't just impact the United States. The entire world was impacted by this, and it was something that they could learn from too. And the fact that they're celebrating not only that they're celebrating the end of slavery here and recognizing the culture. Fact number 4, Juneteenth has been known by many names. Freedom Day, Jubilee Day, Celebration Day, Second Independence Day, Emancipation Day. Those are just a few of the names that it has been known by. The celebration of Juneteenth declined in the early 20th century when Jim Crow laws were created and enforced. So what those are is the Jim Crow laws enforced racial segregation and kept black people from making political and economical gains in the early 20th century. But celebration of this day resurged during the civil rights movement and has carried into the 21st century, which is awesome. Fact number 5. There is currently a legislation being proposed called the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act, which would designate Juneteenth as a federal holiday. It would also call for establishing a federal holiday commission to encourage ceremonies and celebration of it throughout the United States. I learned a lot just by reading this. learning more about this holiday, it has me thinking about what else was left out of our, or my personal education of history in school and in college, and what else don't I know about the people who live in the world around me. The battle for equality and respect has been uphill ever since slavery ended and is still an uphill battle today. And I encourage you all to keep learning, keep reading, keep watching and supporting the Black lives in our community and our world. We can't rewrite history, but we can make sure it doesn't happen again by educating yourself, by listening to the voices in your community and uplifting them and sharing them. Love the way Jesus did. Love and lift up voices that need to be heard. And keep learning what was left out of the history textbooks. We have a chance to make things better. And I think we all need to spend some time when we drive reflecting on that, and spend some time finding other things to learn while we drive, and other things to learn about the world around us, so we can make it a better place for everybody. So, those are your fun facts today. I hope you learned something new about a holiday that, again, I really didn't know anything about until I started researching it. And I hope you can share these fun facts with your family, and you can have those conversations with them and continue to spread awareness and uplift voices that need to be heard. We will see you this week, Wednesday, from 8 to 10 for a gathering and book study. Thursday is game night, 7:30, and Friday is lemonade on the lawn. Hopefully by then the weather will, be somewhat not rainy, so you could actually sit outside and enjoy some lemonade and chats on mindfulness and self-care. Also join us every day at 2:10 for Daily Dose of Dave, brought to you by our very own David Glenn Burns. And be safe this week. Be well, enjoy time with your family, know that you are loved, and take care of each other. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you all very soon. Bye, everybody.